money, yeah, baby, I'm a stunner. I'm a boss.
Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Fast footwork by Sanders. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 75 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this division round matchup. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Now he steps away, and he'll just get rid of it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? you make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. They go play action with Hurts. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Touchdown, Eagles! Jalen Reagor, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
87 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. Sanders has the first down and much more. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things...
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Darren Lee there to get him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They'll run right here with Swift. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. On 4th down, Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's got room. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders sending his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one of my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
The Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. Goff now looking to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great play there. 34 yards. And it's for pride now, but the Lions do get a bit closer. Point after, up and good. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Smith with a grab. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Flush to his right. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Goff on first down. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. Into the secondary, past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. From the 50, it's Goff. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it a second down. From the gun, here's Goff. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Throwing again is Goff. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final adjustments as we speak. Which of these two teams is going to advance to the NFC title game next Sunday? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Goff. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And now here's another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 36 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now it's Goff. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They are going for it. Goff. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on is not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Sanders looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Sanders again. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This will be caught just inside the 10. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think
they've got his man complete. And down to the 20. A big play there for Detroit. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Play action. Here's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, 207 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. They'll fake the give to Sanders. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. He'll fire deep for Rager. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown Eagles. Jalen Reagor with his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are moving closer to a date now, the NFC Championship game, as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. 218 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And down inside the 15 he goes. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are pouring it on. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd down, Swift. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. Goff now to throw. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's gone. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 17. And now the rookie's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick-6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And
that's caught inside the 30. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles. And
a big loss here as he's taken down. A very costly set. They're on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Goff. Under pressure, they got him again. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down again. Davion Taylor. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. To put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and
smile.
shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.